I said what I said.
I am bored with this.
These mother camera.
I'm disengaging. I'm not engaging.
Hello, Beverly Troop. Welcome back. I'm the real Andy of Beverly Hills. And guys, I have an amazing surprise for you today. I have been wanting to talk to her for a very, very long time because you know me. I'm a fan of all Housewives, but I have been a fan of Orange County since the beginning. Okay. So 16 years ago, I remember watching the first episode. So this is one of those franchises that I absolutely adore. And I have to say, this is the first housewife probably ever that caught my attention and made me fall in love in like one or two episodes. And that almost never happened. So I was very excited, and she is here right now, and we're going to do an amazing interview just for you guys. So I want you to welcome, guys, Miss Elizabeth Lynn Vargas from The Real Housewife of Orange County. Hi, Elizabeth. How are you?
Hi, real Andy of Beverly Hills.
Let me ask you before we start, how people call you usually, like Elizabeth or Liz or like?
Well, so it's Elizabeth or Liz when I'm PMSing. Just depends on the day.
Oh, depending. Okay. The amount of Vargas vodka of the day.
Yeah.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you doing? You look great. I like that color.
I mean, look, I love your necklace and everything. Like, I was literally just watching your stories right now, and I was like, oh my God. You always know how to bring the fashion, honestly.
Just trying just for you. You know, you got to bring a little bloom when you're talking about housewives. It matches your mirror in the back.
Yeah, I know. All right, Liz. So I just want to go. Look, I have a million questions for you, but I'm gonna try to keep it short, okay? But I want to talk about your past, your present, your future, what is going on, like everything, because, like I said, I feel that you brought something to the show so fast that nobody else did it before. Okay, like you were so real with your story. You were not afraid to get into the drama when it needed to be done, and also tell the truth when it needed to be said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Before we start this whole thing, I want to know, who was Elizabeth Vargas before you joined the Real Housewives of Orange County? Like, what was your life like?
You know, before I joined the Housewives, I was going through a massively difficult divorce. I was severely depressed because of the divorce. I was trying to start a new life, trying to pick up pieces, trying to keep my family together, but also trying to stay positive. And so I guess who I was somebody that was really trying to stay afloat. And I think I did a pretty good job of it. So,
I will say that too. And we all know, I mean, we heard the story. You said it yourself about, this massive marriage and divorce that you went through. Mm-hmm. Like, when was the moment that you decided, that's it, I am just gonna get out of this thing, I am over it, it is what it is?
I think the moment I decided to file for divorce was the moment that I had confirmed what my suspicions were with my husband and the affairs and things like that. And I think that I grew as a woman. As I got older, I had no tolerance for certain behavior. That was in my backyard. I mean, keep it in Norway. Oh, God. Go fishing over there, motherfucker.
Like, no, please.
Am I allowed to cuss? I don't even know. And so I just realized that I had matured and it was time. So.
And you just did it. And I feel like you like you came out of that shell beautifully. Thank you. What you're doing right now. I mean, you can see it. I think even in the show, as the show went on, you were looking better and better and better. I mean, it was incredible.
Well, thank you. My transformation from completely stressed, overworked, underpaid, and I'm telling you, it was hard. And I'm very blessed to have come out alive and more than alive, come out, blazing.
Stronger.
So I feel very fortunate.
I agree. How did you get involved with Housewife? Like, how was it? Like, who came to you? Who was like, hey, there's this show, you want to get into it?
Well, it was an interesting thing. I was looking for some excitement in my life, and one of my friends, he's a rapper in Southern California. Well, actually NorCal, Too Short. He sings "Blow the Whistle." Talk about my marriage. And his manager had mentioned there was an opening, so I went and met the producers, and I'd already known Kelly from my neighbor Rob, who she had barbecued and stuff next door. So I had known the other ladies because I had met the other ladies through Kelly as well. So I met the producers, and we were all friends, and it was history from there. So
from there,
yeah.
Before you start the show, like they told you your cast, wherever. What were your expectations of the show? Did you watch the show also before, or it was just?
So no, to answer your question, I had never seen it, but I knew Kelly, and I didn't understand really a lot about it, and so it was a bit of a shock, to say the least. I was not mentally prepared at all for what I was about to endure that season. But it all worked out.
When, like, you're already filming, right? When did you realize how this game, because this reality show thing, it's a game at the end of the day. When did you realize how, like, you were playing a game, or who was playing the game? Like, when did you realize the whole concept of like, okay, we need to, I cannot
step up my game, is when people are saying that. I'm like, what game? Shit, I learned this game. I think I learned it throughout the season. I thought that reality meant my reality, but what reality really means on a reality show is how much shit can you bring? What kind of a shit storm can you bring to the camera? And what type of falsehoods can you find with your co-hosts? And how can you tear down other people instead of lift them up? And so I found that the game of life that I play, which is one of positivity, had to sort of be set aside. And I had to play the game of bullshit and negativity and grimy green. So I guess I learned that at about 2 weeks into filming.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That was fast. That was just.
It was like, damn, you're fucked.
You went into this. You met the ladies, and like, who surprised you the most, either in a good way or in a bad way? Like, when you were already filming, like.
So everyone warned me about Shannon. Okay, they said she's gonna eat you alive, blah blah blah, and I was like, oh my god, what is this lady gonna do to me? Like, she gonna knock me over with her purse and like drag me out of the bar? So I was pleasantly surprised. Shannon was great. I mean, she is a mother bear, a mother hen, but she turned out to be pleasantly, surprisingly nice. So it was good.
That was good. What about Bronwyn? We all know how that is gonna end up anyways, but like, how was the beginning of that relationship?
Bronwyn is a different beast altogether. And I say beast because there's beauty in the beast when it comes to Bronwyn and me.
I think it's more like a werewolf or something like that.
I don't even know. But I didn't know her, and what I did know of her, I didn't really know a lot. I just knew she hit on me, and I rejected her, and I knew she was a housewife, but I wasn't really sure what housewife. I hadn't seen her show, and so I thought I'm going to go into this and be friends with the ladies, and then just kind of make my way. And then when she started being really vindictive and mean, and just a mean girl. Very entitled. I don't like people that are entitled. I think that they need to calm their egos down. Mm-hmm. I sort of broke out of my shell with her and started trying to help her a little bit, because I always think that people that are that narcissistic are really actually insecure. So I wanted to kind of build her up so that she wasn't so narcissistic and so mean. But it backfired on me, and she was just mean, and I gave up. So I just couldn't.
One of the most powerful scenes is the one that you're walking through the woods. I don't remember where you were exactly. I mean, but that was when you have like, you know,
Arrowhead.
your meltdown and all those things. I remember, I think I read it somewhere, or you said in an interview that you didn't really want to do that scene with her, but why did you end up doing it anyways?
So the way reality shows work is the producers realistically tell you what you're going to do next, but they want the reality to happen during that scene. So you don't really know what's going to happen during that reality, but it just happens when they put two people together and you start talking. You don't know what's going to happen. They don't put words in your mouth. They don't. Am I looking at you? I can't tell this system. Does it look like
no? I think you're doing right, because I'm trying to do the same, you know. but like, let's just look at the cameras and let's go from there, because this is harder than a reality, honestly.
I was looking this way and hoping it worked out. No, but so you don't really know what to expect. And so what happened during that scene was I couldn't figure out why they had separated us and why they put Bronwyn and I on this path. And so I, you know, the reason why I say I didn't want to be I didn't really want that is because I didn't really know Bronwyn, and what I did know of her so far I wasn't really liking, because she was trying to make me feel bad all the time. So why would I want to go on a private little walk with her, you know? And then all the other stuff came out, and it was just kind of a unfortunate circumstance. But it happened, and I would never have chosen to be with her on that trail exposing what I did. But unfortunately it was her. But fortunately it came out, but unfortunately she got the credit, which she shouldn't have.
Yeah. I mean, that was one of the most, I mean, your story is one of the most powerful stories that I have seen through the whole franchise. Okay. And like seeing you here right now, you know, being so positive and like happy in life, and saying like, you know, I don't want to be a victim, you know, I just like, it was such a powerful moment. And I also didn't understand why, if you were not that close to Bronwyn, like why then the producers decided to put her there and not, let's say, like Shannon or Kelly, you know, who is probably the closest one to you, right? Do you think if like any of the other ladies would have been there, you wouldn't have anyways like exposed this part, or do you think there was something?
100% no.
No.
No, I don't feel that my story, and yes, it was horrific. And thank you for noticing that I am doing okay. But I don't feel that my story was meant to come out on the Housewives franchise, or at least I didn't think it was. Now that it has, it's been a blessing in disguise, but I really feel it created a dark sense of the show became dark, not just because of everything Bronwyn was doing, but then she was really digging into people's past, bringing up really a lot of darkness to the show. And unfortunately, with COVID going on, an election year, all this negativity, people hurting, to bring up another dark side on television when people are just trying to get out of their head, it was very unfortunate. It was good now, but it was unfortunate. Obviously, they fired me, so well, wasn't that fortunate.
I mean, but I think, well, we will discuss about that a little bit later. But
I think if I look straight ahead, then I'm like looking at you. It's gonna look like this.
So okay, let's go into like the reunion. How was that experience right there? Like, I mean, we saw it, but like you being there, like confronting all these ladies, confronting Bronwyn. I mean, how was the reunion experience for you?
Well, the whole season was a unique experience in general, and I wasn't really able to feel like a true housewife because there was no press, there was no red carpets, there was no studios, there was no meeting the producers. Everything was Skype and Zoom. So being able to go to the reunion and actually meet Andy Cohen in person and live, and be able to hang out with the girls, 6 feet apart, and really get down and dirty with them on a realistic stage was an awesome experience. It was the only actual experience that I feel that I received as a true housewife. So that was the one moment that I felt like, wow, I am a housewife. Like I didn't hit me. It never hit me until then. And so it was the coolest experience ever. But then I found out some really negative stuff about some of my co-hosts, what they were doing to me behind my back. And it was very hurtful. And I was like, wow, if this is what it's like to be a housewife, then fuck this. I don't want to be a fucking housewife, you mean bitches.
I mean, I guess you had to watch the show, right? How surprising was to you watching these ladies talking the way they did behind your back?
How surprising was it?
Yeah,
well,
like
I don't think it was that surprising. I mean, after I kind of got the groove of things, I realized that when people were telling me, "Oh, you're a housewife," people kept going, "Oh my God, how degrading!" And I was like, why? And what I realized was when people were saying that was because the women are so catty. They talk about each other behind each other's backs. They backstab. They do everything they can to get camera time. And so for me, it was an interesting moment to realize it was just sort of it was a great experience, but it was really an awkwardly entertaining experience for me to understand how it worked in general.
How is Andy Cohen in person?
He's awesome.
Yeah.
And he's hot too. I was like, wow, I wish you weren't that low.
I mean, they call him Big Daddy for a reason. So,
yeah. Well, I don't know. I didn't look that far down, but everything. I had a big orange holding in front of me.
Hey, you told everyone that we go to the point that we received the news that you, Browning, and Kelly are not coming back. Mm-hmm. It took everyone by surprise, right? And honestly, to me, it was a surprise to hear about you. I understand why Kelly, and I understand why Browning after everything that went down, and like also being part of, the blogs and all the information that went out there behind the show. I was like, I can understand. I never really understand why you were like, they fire you, do you think, because you told everyone you had already a contract for next season.
That makes all of us, not just you.
Yeah. You had a contract for next season already, right?
Yeah, for 5 years actually.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that was a surprise, because I didn't know that they could like give you a contract and then out of nowhere being like, oh, we don't want you anymore. Bye.
Yeah.
How was it? How did they let you know? Like how was that the news delivered to you?
Well, it was unfortunate. The day where they were to announce me is the day that my manager called me, and he said, well, he called me the week before and told me that I got it. So I spent all weekend celebrating. That was a waste of champagne. And then the day they're to announce me, they announced that I was fired. Actually, he had called me and told me, oh, by the way, last minute change, you're not coming back on. And I was like, and I knew there was there's definitely a pay to play moment there, that there was some politics involved, and there was a lot going on that behind the scenes that a lot of you guys don't know about that I do. So now that I understand more why, I get it now. So they just fired me because I was the easiest to fire.
I mean, I have so many thoughts about that, but like,
Well, okay. So when you have, if you're a network owner and you have a franchise that needs to generate revenue, you look at the numbers, right?
yeah,
And it's purely obvious that Bravo needed to revamp RHOC after this dark season. I mean, they should have just got rid of Bronwyn and that's it, and then brought in somebody else. But then we had the whole, cancel culture thing going on, so they had to bring on certain other people. Then they, there was a lot of other factors that I brought. I thought I brought, the money, I brought the excitement, I brought everything I could bring, which was just me. I brought a little bit of glam. I learned how to be glam. Thank you, Christina. But that wasn't obviously enough. They needed to revamp the whole franchise. And I think by keeping Shannon, Gina, and Emily, they really kept kind of a foundation and then revamped the rest. So that was good for the network itself, but bad for the housewives like me.
yeah, I know.
We're like, she's a newbie. She's not controversial enough. She's kind of boring. Let's just get rid of that one and we can add this one.
I mean, look, I don't agree with that at all, because I don't think you were boring at all. Like I said, to me, you literally put your life out there. If we saw the whole season, you were the only one actually talking about your past, your life. You were real. You mentioned not only your past, the situation with your sister, your family, and that's part.
Real.
Exactly. That was literally like part of being real. And also, you were shooting during COVID, at the beginning, basically almost of COVID. So I didn't get it at all. Were you surprised? I mean, okay, not about you, but like, were you surprised to learn that Bronwyn and Kelly got fired?
Well, I wasn't surprised about Bronwyn at all. I was surprised about Kelly because no matter how negative or positive she is, she makes great television. She's extremely controversial on both sides of the spectrum. But she's also a family woman. She's got a beautiful family. She had, a beautiful fiance. She's a housewife, she's a beautiful, whereas the Bronwyn side is definitely opposite of all of that. Right. And so I could see how they would want to keep the housewife formula with Kelly and get rid of Bronwyn. And I can also see why they got rid of me. Because I mean, Jimmy didn't want to be on camera. It was like it was basically me and my dog and my brother and my mom. And it's like single, ready to mingle. No husband, fuck you. It was, I wasn't really surprised at how they went, but I understand how come the network did that.
Do you feel, I mean, I don't know exactly. I know you are friends with Kelly, but I don't know how deep is your friendship. But do you feel that you were some kind of collateral damage for being friend with Kelly?
No, I think I was collateral damage for being on a show with Bronwyn.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And I actually, I don't mind Bronwyn, what hurt she is trying to prove or what she's trying to bring to the world. I minded how she did it, and I minded her bringing it up on the show. She shouldn't have brought in so many backdoor negativity elements to it, because between Kelly and Bronwyn, and then Bronwyn being friends with my ex-husband and potential lawsuits involved, it became just a really negative, a blender of shit. So,
do you still? This was a big one, because you and Kelly basically said, even on the reunion, that Bronwyn was doing everything that she was doing because she wanted. I mean, the rumors were that she wanted her own show. That she's like fame hungry. I don't know that word. Do you still think the same? Like, that's the reason why she did all the things that she was doing?
100%.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. What about what about the new housewives? What have you heard about them? That do you
Well,
know?
I know them, and so I told everybody in the beginning you're going to hate Noella, and sure as shit, it comes out. They should do lifestyles of the rich and leveraged of Orange County.
Yeah. Where
I love the cast, and I love the new ones. I'm not sure if they've announced the other two, but Noella, I knew from the beginning that everyone was gonna hate on her, and they are, and it is what it is, So.
But do you think? I mean, were you surprised with everything that went down with the husband and like the IRS and all that? Like, no.
Whenever someone pays for and rents a private jet for Instagram pictures, you know that it's probably not long lasting.
And
you know you're wealthy when you don't have to post the pictures of the jet.
I always say that, wealthy people don't go around showing their money. They
standing in front of the jet like, get me on the show.
So Noella was friends with Brownman, right? But they're not friends.
She's friends with Vicky.
Oh, with Vicky.
Yeah,
okay.
And then how it works is you try to be friends with everybody to get on the show. So Noella was friends with Vicky, and then realized Bronwyn was on the show. So then befriended Bronwyn. Bronwyn knew they needed a different type of woman from Orange County on the show.
Uh-huh.
So Bronwyn clinged on to her, thinking she would be friends with, the different type of woman on the show to make her look better. And then it backfired because then Bronwyn got fired and the other type of woman got on the show.
And that was it. Oh my God. I can only imagine that call.
I did a bow.
Yeah. Anyways, if Bravo will call you today and tell you, you know what, we do want you back, would you come back?
Oh, 1,000,000,000%. I would come running back with spit flying. Because keep in mind, I'm trained now. I am a trained, seasoned housewife.
You are ready to get down and dirty this time.
I'm ready to kick some ass. And then they're like, yeah, never mind. And I'm like, wait a minute. So you don't want glamorous people with money that really encompass Orange County. You want other people that don't. Fine. So I was a little disappointed, but I am happy with their choices. So,
talking about like the glamorous side, do you know Heather Dubrow?
I don't, but I heard about her, and I can't wait to watch her kick ass.
She is a character. If you haven't watched those seasons, you have to go back and watch those seasons. Because
why does everybody do her? What does she do? That's so crazy.
No. I don't think, look, I mean, she's, as many housewives, is very 50-50, like a lot of people love her, a lot of people hate her. Okay. The thing is that she is from Orange County, probably the only housewife that I have seen besides you, literally, like that had a lot of money and were not afraid to put it out there for the cameras, So she has that class going on, like that. Like, I have money and I'm wealthy, and look at my huge house. She built like 3 houses, 3 huge mansions, like, so, and she knew how to get down and dirty and with the drama without being like, ratchet or having to like drag someone,
Yeah.
So she knew how to do it. I'm excited, but I'm also have some reservations for some things that I hear, from the streets of OC, but we have to.
Do we even have streets, or do we have like limo?
Yeah.
From the limos of the OC, from the town cars.
I don't know. I have a feeling that at some point you will hear something from Bravo,
I hope so. I think that I would love to work with the new cast. I think if I was given an opportunity with the new cast, I'd kick some ass. And it's not that I would kick some ass. It's just I think that Now it's all out there. All my negativity is gone. Now it's okay. Rebuilding your life, moving forward, building a brand, kicking ass in business and going out with the girls, having fun. And that's what I thought I was getting into when I first signed up for the Housewives. And it just was completely polar opposite of that.
Yeah. Do you watch any other franchises or like?
Oh, Beverly Hills. Potomac a little bit, New York a lot. But actually this year I haven't watched New York because it was not that great. And what happened in New York?
I mean, New York is a mess right now, and apparently it's a mess inside of Bravo. So we don't know what is going to happen over there.
And Beverly Hills is a nightmare. I mean, they're doing good, but I mean, the whole area.
Okay, I need to ask you, what do you think about the Erika Jayne situation?
Okay, first off, I don't believe Erika Jayne at all knew where the money was coming from. In fact, her husband chose her because she doesn't ask questions. She's a Barbie doll. She looks great, but she's smart. She can handle herself. She's an entertainer. She's this beautiful woman by his side. He's a workaholic, narcissistic guy who, why in the heck would he ever give her access to where the money's coming from? Why? I mean, especially if he's stealing it from these families. I mean, that's just digging himself his own grave if he told his wife. So for me to see Erika go through this, I believe she loved to spend it because she came from nothing. Remember, met this entrepreneurial guy, swept her off her feet. She gets to be a Barbie doll, gets to be an entertainer, gets to be smart, gets to be on a TV show, gets to live her dream. Why would he ever sit there at dinner and go, by the way, I'm stealing money from these people that just died, their families, and here's a diamond. She would never take that diamond. I can't ever see her. If she knew what he was doing, he would have been sleeping in the other room. Maybe he already is, but sleeping in the other room, and she would have told him to fuck off a long time ago. So I really don't see her as being vindictive or mean about it or really doing it on purpose. But now that she knows where the money came from, I do feel she has a moral obligation to sell some diamonds and help the families out. So,
that was gonna be my next question.
Yeah.
I said a lot of my videos. It's about that. Even if she didn't know, she does know now. So I don't know if you could sleep knowing that that Panther ring is coming from literally like blood money or something.
Well, she could have an auction and literally say all this money's going to the families, and that ring's going to go for triple because there's going to be people that want to help. So just having that auction, knowing she's a housewife, she's a super celebrity, and it's going to the family, she could make some serious dough for those families. And I hope and I pray that she makes the right decision and she does that.
And your thoughts on Giselle turning on Wendy this season on Potomac?
Well, those bitches just hate each other no matter what. I mean,
have you met any of the other girls, like from other places?
Do I what? I'm sorry.
Have you met any of the other housewives from other franchises?
No, I know Jen Davis from Dallas a little bit from Instagram, but I don't really know too many of them. I know I've Instagrammed a couple times Bethany from Skinny Girl Vodka, just because my vodka. And I think, I don't know. Oh, I know Kyle Richards from She Belongs to one of my country clubs. Together, I've known her for actually since 2006, 7, 8. I don't know. Whenever she joined the country club, I was a member as well. And then, so I do know a couple, but not like I hang out. I party with Kyle at the country club, but mum's the word.
I think Kyle knows how to party. So
yeah, that woman can keep it straight during the day and party like a freaking day.
Yeah, she does. Okay, I want to know what's next for you. This is done. Bravo is done. Like, what's next for you on there?
After being released from my contract, I didn't really know how I was going to reposition my life or restructure until I received a call from a network, and they wanted me to be on my own show. So I was picked up by a new network, and in the next few months, we're going to be solidifying the type of show that I will be working on. So I'm very excited about that. And in this agreement with this network, they have agreed to put a percentage of the advertising revenue towards We Care Rescue Ranch, which is what I was going to do anyway for the Housewives. And they also agreed to help implement my vodka, which is behind me. And the vodka helps save the animals as well. So my plan to move forward is moving forward only because I kept my eyes open and I received a good opportunity. So what's next for me is a show that will surprise everybody, that will be extremely engaging, and that the world needs. On the other hand, I will be co-producing a few other shows that are more pop culture and kind of gossipy and fun. And I did an Instagram feed on what everybody else wanted to see as a show. And so I took them all and I'm pitching them on the 20th. So we'll see what comes out of this whole new network thing for me. There's 3 or 4 shows that are going to come out of me in the next year. So
definitely the TV bug is on you now. Like you want to do shows for TV.
Well, the reason why I want to do the shows is because of what I've learned through the Bravo-ness of my life lately is the power of social media and the power of a network type like Bravo, because you can reach so many people by being on television. For my We Care Rescue Ranch, all I want to do is save animals after divorce. And I'm like, how do I bring awareness and raise a bunch of money? And how do I bring awareness to issues like spay and neuter? All I have to do is mention one thing on television and it's like viral. So I'm like, if this is how I have to do it, I'm doing it. If I have to sacrifice my integrity, why not, shorty?
That was gonna be my next question, because on my social media I said that I was gonna be interviewing you. So if people have questions, and a lot of people were asking about the animal rescue. How is the animal rescue coming along? When will her animal rescue be ready to take cases? How is her dog rescue doing? Like everyone is really involved in this. So what can you tell us about your
So what we ended up doing during COVID was we weren't able to solidify a ranch for the actual rescue itself. So what we decided to do was donate. Well, I decided to do was donate to other rescues that were currently out there, which is what I did. So during COVID, I spent the year really researching what was the need of society, what was out there, and why there were so many strays. And I found that there was a huge lack of spay and neuter facilities or funding for affordable spay and neuter for animals, where people could just adopt and spay and neuter, or shelters could spay and neuter. And that way there wasn't this overpopulation and strays running around everywhere that needed to be helped. So what I decided to do during COVID was continue to help a lot of other rescues that are out there. So hold on building my facility. It's a 5-year plan anyway. Hold on building my facility for a few years. Focus on donating to current rescues out there, but focus We Care primarily on spay and neuter. So we are launching our spay and neuter program in a couple weeks. And so I'm very excited. I'm going to be donating to specific spay and neuter facilities and organizations that are out there. So if your viewers have any, contact Robin White. She's on my DM. So go on my Instagram and look for Robin White on there. She's on the top of my Instagram. Contact her and tell us who your spay and neuter, what your spay and neuter facility is, or what you guys do. Because I will be raising money and donating those funds, or donating enough funds to spay and neuter specific animals at those facilities. So I'm very excited right now. And in a few years, when I do get my ranch, I'll need a lot of volunteers. So I hope you guys stay tuned.
That's amazing. Honestly, one of the things that I love about you, how much you care for animals who are, these beings who they cannot, protect themselves many times. Have you ever consider working with Lisa Vanderpump?
Oh, absolutely. She has a different model. I think that eventually collaborating would be amazing. She has a good thing going. And by the way, she does also understand the power of media and her dog rescue. As you can tell, last year during her show, the one dog was not rescued properly. And she really took offense to that, because she really takes it to heart where these animals go. And I feel that if we could collaborate in some form of a way where I can donate for the spay and neuter of the animals that she rescues. It would be a great collaboration.
Yeah, do something, because I think that both of you are just a wonderful, like, it will be a powerful thing. You know about this, for example, Lisa is very involved in the Yuling Meat Festival, the dog meat festival.
I heard about that. Yes, she posts it all the time, and it's yes,
horrible. I mean, I think that's something that both of you need to make it happen ASAP, honestly.
There is so much negativity and so much abuse of animals in this world that I feel there's so much I can feel whenever I see a video or I see an animal in pain, or even a little, you know, a dog or a cat just being abused, or like when I see dogs with like tape around their mouth, or meat festivals where they're going to eat them. I mean, I understand if a community is hungry, like somebody got after my ass. They were like, well, those people have to eat. I understand that. But here's what I don't understand. I don't know where they're coming from. I don't know why they have to eat dog. But now what I've learned is that it's a luxury. So
no,
it's like,
not only that. Have you seen the Lisa special? I think it's on Amazon or something.
I haven't.
It's horrible, but you really understand, because these people, like you say, it's not about like us eating cows or pigs or wherever. They actually believe that by torturing the dogs before killing them, it will give them some kind of like sexual powers and stuff like that. And that's the whole, festival thing around. And that's one of the things that I'm like, are you serious? Like, are you willing to torture another creature for something that is not really food? Like, you don't need to eat the dog, or you don't believe in actually eating the dog as a, sort of food, so
there's so many cultures that, the tusks of elephants, they torture these animals get a heart on. I just don't get it. It's like, I'm sorry, but you weren't given the gift of a heart on. Just quit torturing animals so you can get a freaking heart on. Go get a dick implant. Like, that's what doctors are for.
Exactly.
Torture animals over it. It's like, I don't know the whole story, but there are so many stories out there, and I haven't lived in a lot of them or most of them. So I can't judge a lot of cultures for what they believe or not believe in. But what I don't believe in is the torture of innocent animals. And one thing that does give me hope, and just so you know, which I want to bring awareness to, is meat incubation. So they're actually trying to grow meat so people can get their meat craving from not even they're incubating it without even having a live animal. So it's fake, it's real meat, but it's fake meat. I can't really explain it right now on camera, and I'm going to sound like an idiot, so I'm not going to. But there are some imitation meat programs out there that I believe are going to revolutionize the way that we eat animals, or we eat meat, or oh my god, oh my god,
this is Jax.
Oh my god, come here, Coda. Wait, let me see if I can get Coda to come up here. Coda, come here. He's not.
He woke up. I think he listened to your voice, and I need to say hi.
Oh my god, hi. So cute. Oh my gosh, he cares. Oh my god, I love huskies. Amazing.
I'm sorry, I the last thing that you were saying, I completely missed out.
Oh, I don't know. I was saying that there's imitation meat out there that's going to revolutionize the way we eat meat. And so I'm just excited about that, because we won't have to torture animals. We won't have to torture cows. And plus the way that the cows and what they consume, and what it takes to make one burger from that cow, all the money and all the resources, it's not worth it. We may as well put it into imitation meat. So I'm kind of excited about those programs.
That's very good. Okay, so let's turn from that to your vodka, because I need to know what is happening with Vargas vodka.
What is happening, or how smoothly it's going down? Vargas vodka is doing very well. We have finally established our distribution in California, as well as online. We can ship anywhere in the US online. So if you just click on my link on my Instagram, you can buy a bottle anywhere. And it's only, I think it's $6 to $14 to ship. So you can buy like 2 or 3 bottles and it's worth it. But it's doing really well. And our website, actually I'm working right after I get off this, I'm working with my developers to finalize the We Care Rescue Ranch website. And I'm donating $1 of every bottle that I sell to, I mean, I have partners with this as well, but I'm donating personally $1 every time a bottle is sold. So we're going to have a clicker that shows you how much that I'm also putting back in. So a portion of the bottle goes to We Care, not just of the sale, but on the back end, I'm also donating a lot of my resources to build up We Care. So I'm excited about Vargas Vodka. I created it to help the animals. And I said, what's the easiest thing? How can I make money for We Care? What's everybody doing right now during COVID?
I love that everything is connected, and everything is connected to your desire to help the animals. I think that's wonderful. Honestly, I applaud you for that because you are doing an amazing job.
Well, it only takes one to think of it and an army to fulfill. So if I can get an army to drink my vodka, we're going to have money to fill that joy. Hey, it's a Mexican vodka. Come on.
Look, you should, talking about collabs, you should be doing a collab with Lisa Barlow. She has the tequila. You two should be doing something.
All of us housewives should get together and just have one big booze cruise.
Yeah. That will be a show. All right, Elizabeth. I mean, I think honestly, that was all the questions that I have. I mean, well, thank you very much.
How many housewives have you interviewed?
I'm sorry?
How many housewives have you interviewed?
You are my first housewife.
Are you your first interview?
Yeah.
All right, let me just get up here right
now. You are officially the first housewife that I ever interviewed. That's why also I'm very excited because it's someone that I actually like, so I don't have to pretend. But
by the way, I didn't realize your skin was so amazing.
Oh, really?
Because on Instagram, all those filters.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a good thing going on. I mean, you look good on Instagram too, but your eyebrows are all.
I'm trying, but the girl is hard here.
Where are you based out of?
Where I am?
Where are you based out of?
I live in West Hollywood.
Oh, so you're local.
Yeah, I'm really close to you.
Okay.
I live in West Hollywood. I'm originally from Colombia, but I have been living here for almost 10 years already. So,
well, let's go have a Vargas vodka then.
Girl, just tell me where and when, and I will just go right there.
Well, I might be buying a place up in Beverly Hills, so you'll have to stop by and come over, and we'll just have like a little chit chat.
Yeah. We need a party is what we need, okay?
Oh, I know. Thank you so much for having me today. I'm glad we could work out I don't even know if I was looking at you or the middle because the way.
I mean, it worked. That's the only thing that matters. It works. No, thank you, Elizabeth, for taking the time of sitting down and just talk and have fun. And thank you.
Well, thank you, Andy of Beverly Hills. I can't wait for your edit, and let me know, and I'll link it up.
All right. Thank you. Bye. Have a good day.
I don't know how to get off this thing. How do I get out?
Okay, guys. That was it. Oh my God. I'm so excited. This is one of the best interviews. This is my second interview. My first one was with Ronald Richards. But this is my first housewife, guys. Officially my first housewife interview. I'm so excited. I will be reading all of your comments from the live chat. So just put everything in there, honestly. And if you didn't catch the live, it doesn't matter. Still leave the comments on the comment section. And thank you for watching. And like always, don't forget to like this video, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. And I'll see you around. See ya. Bye, everyone.